Name and how long have you been on drill?
Bodhi Hendericks, I've been on it all 4 years.
What event do you do on drill team?
I command armed regulation for all state and as well as all service nationals.
Has there ever been a time where you just wanted to stop, and why did you keep going?
Yeah, multiple times. Mainly, the main one was like freshman year when everybody's like, "Oh, we're you to quit. This sucks," and I decided not to quit because they were probably just lying.
What's something drill has taught you?
Something drill's taught me. I'd say how to just keep going with it. I mean, never really played many sports. Baseball kind of was like it. So this is the really thing that I just kept going with, and I've enjoyed it.
What's your message to Sergeant and your coaches?
Thank you for doing this for me, I guess.
What's your name and how long have you been on drill team?
My name is Gabe Pike. I've been on drill team for approximately 4 years.
What event do you do on the drill team?
I do exhibition, color guard, on mag, unarmed mag, and that's basically it.
Has there ever been a time that you wanted to stop, and what kept you going?
Multiple times, but just a lot of friends and a great instructor and coach keeping me going.
And what's your message for Sergeant Sizemore and the coaches?
I might miss y'all.
What's your name and how long have you been on drill?
My name is Jace Tunner. I've been on drill for 3 years. I do everything except color guard. So I do reg, I do squad X, I do inspection, I did solo, and yeah.
What drew you into doing drill?
What'd you say?
What drew you into doing drill?
Oh, I was told to. Yeah.
What advice do you have for the younger drillers and upcoming commanders and stuff like that?
Use your coach's advice. And talk to other people too, make friends. Talk to people that have been doing this a long time and get info from them too. Get as much information as you can.
What's something drill has taught you?
There's no such thing as being automatically talented at something. If you want to be good at something, you're not gonna automatically. You gotta work hard. You're gonna be good at anything.
And what's your message to Sergeant Sizemore and the coaches?
If I win anything today, you guys owe me Texas Warehouse.
Gotcha. Thank you.
My name is Jason Martens, and I've been in for 2 years.
What events do you do on drill team?
Exhibition and inspection.
What drew you into doing drill?
Me having something to do after school. Also, go sergeant pulled me in.
Has there ever been a time that you wanted to stop, and what kept you going?
What kept me going was getting closer and closer to Nats and having doing the work towards too.
What advice could you give to some of the younger drillers?
To not leave.
What's something drill has taught you?
How to be a leader and also how to have a lot of patience.
What's your name and how long have you been on drill?
My name is Xander Hooker. I've been on drill for 2 years now.
What event do you do for the drill team?
Every event.
What drew you to doing drill?
A girl.
A girl.
Yeah, I joined the team because of a girl, and I had a lot of the seniors from the year prior come to me telling me my uniform looked good. I should come out to the team, so it was kind of an incentive.
What advice or message do you have for the younger drillers and upcoming commanders?
Just stay on it. It's a drag. We're the only team that practices year round for one competition, really. So it's a lot of work, but it definitely pays off. Stick around, and next year's gonna be even better. We're gonna be in D1. So.
Name? How long have you been doing drill?
My name's Langston, and I'm on my 10th year.
So you had an interesting run with your years in drill because you started on the tail end of me graduating, and you seen the team go from just bringing color guards down to the first attempt at bringing a whole team down and us taking our first national trophies. Tell us about that experience and how it differs between what we see now.
Yeah, so my freshman year, I didn't actually get to come to nationals because we were just taking color guard and a dual, I think it was. And so I didn't get to come that year, but then that following year, Sergeant was like, let's take a whole team down there. And we had the numbers for it, and it was an experience. It was kind of surreal being down, because like I'd seen it online. I had wanted to go my freshman year, and then I got to compete my sophomore year in alternatives, and it was kind of cool. My first year actually getting to bring home hardware, that was kind of cool. And then just over the years, I think it was my senior year, we actually did bring a trophy home for Squad X. Or it might have been my junior year,
I think 2017.
Yeah, 2017. We brought home a trophy, and that was a crazy moment for us. I remember we worked really hard.
What do you have for people who may want to coach?
It's rough. It can be a little rough sometimes, to be honest. Just be patient. Your first couple years, especially if you're coming out of just graduating, these kids aren't going to want to listen to you. You competed alongside them. They're going to be buddy-buddy with you. They're not going to want to listen. But once those last little bit of kids you competed with get out, it gets a lot easier. The kids will start to listen to you more. And
Name and how long have you been doing drill?
Eric Cromwell, 12 years.
Man, you're old.
I am old. I'm old.
So can you tell me a little bit about the team this past year?
We started off really strong. Had a lot of cadets, a lot of hype going in after the championship from last year. This year has been difficult. We've lost kids for personal reasons, family reasons, disciplinary reasons. We've shifted everybody around. It's been a difficult year, but it's also been probably one of the most fun years I've had.
Do you have anything that you would say to the newer cadets coming in, younger drillers?
The process is long and tiresome. It takes a lot to get to the moment that we're at right now, and you really don't see the reward, and you don't even think that you're getting there until around April, which is a long way to go between June to April of the whole entire year. But it's worth it if you stick it through. It's only as fun as you let it be fun, and it's only as rewarding if you let it be rewarding.
A message for like any upcoming coaching staff or something like that, kids that are coming out of school that are wanting to coach teams, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, you need to determine where you see yourself and what you want to do out of it. Coaching is really difficult. It's more than just coming and teaching drill sometimes, and you got to decide, do you only teach the drill, or are you a coach in the perspective that you take care of the kids too? Because you're not just talking about somebody spinning a rifle, you're not just talking to somebody about how to march in a straight line or how to do a right face. Sometimes it's talking them through the part where they don't think life is worth continuing. Sometimes it's burying a cadet because life was not worth continuing going in their minds. Sometimes it's marrying cadets off if you're an ordained minister. Sometimes it's marrying their parents to their spouse if you're an ordained minister. It's a long road and it's challenging, and you have to have a lot of patience, which is something that even I myself can grow a lot in. You have got to be willing to stick it out thick and thin, have patience, do your best not to yell, which is hard. It's hard, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
What's your name and how long have you been on drill?
My name is Eric Ramirez. I've been doing drill for 0 years, but I've been tagging along. This is my third year.
How did you get to be a part of Ringgold as kind of like our camera guy?
Well, I knew my buddy here, Joe Langston, was coaching, and I had 2 classes left to finish at Chat State. I needed some internship hours, and he said, I might know what we can do. Let me talk to Sergeant. And now Sergeant says I have to come until he retires. So,
sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't know how many more years I got to come.
So since you are the camera guy, who's Name and how long have you been on drill?
2 years now.
Name.
And Jackson.
Okay, can we start over on that one?
Quiet on set.
Rolling.
Between me and you, who's a better driller?
Obviously me,
Oh,
because I did place higher.
Oh,
in
oh,
Worlds.
oh, yeah. Now listen. Would you have ever gotten a trophy at Worlds if it weren't for Eric Cromwell?
Absolutely not.
See?
Yeah, I will say that much. I do not think I hold a high enough standard of drill. I don't put in enough work in solo to actually podium in solo. And when it comes to Eric, we just don't have to try because we're just that good.
So, out of every group you've had, which one would you say is your favorite and least favorite?
Oh my god. Least favorite had to have been 2018's group.
I knew that one was coming.
That group was a little wild. No.
Eric Ramirez, take one.